Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. It's pretty nice out here, right in Minnesota right now. Um, I wanted to do a follow-up video. I haven't been doing any of these videos lately. I haven't been putting myself out, but whenever I get the little fire in me, then I do it. So a few things. Last night was fun. I had a great time. I went to my first, it's the party I went to, it's called a pop-up. That was my first time ever going. I didn't know what I was really doing. And so I thought it was a dance party. Nobody was dancing, maybe in their heads. But so these people that grow their own medicinals and cultivate them and whatever they do, which it takes a lot of work. I know that they this is a pop-up is where they were selling their stuff. So what I'll tell you the pros and cons, what I liked and what I didn't like, which there wasn't too much disliking. It was a positive environment. I didn't energetically it was really great. So they had one side that was the herb and the other side was the fungi, and it was so interesting. And I love that it was organic. I'm big on my organics, no chemicals, no GMOs, all those things. I'm big on small suppliers, small businesses. I love that these products help people get through things that are going on in their life. I'm not a big proponent on pushing these things. I'm not a big proponent on big PHARMA at all. And so these are nice options for when people have pain. As you know, my son's had 7 knee surgeries, so we are seasoned in the pain department. So I look at it that way, and then I look at it in a way that that I'm going to be moving here because I'm watching little Lulu, and I'm going to re-guide her. You're going to go in here because you're a little wanderer. Come here, little girl. Oh, this is Lulu. She's going to go in the house for a little bit while I make my video. And so people with pain and pain management, it's a really good option. It's not for everybody. There's other pain options available too, like the stuff I do, pulse electromagnetic fields and all these other types of scalar wave healing modalities. And I think using all of it is a really nice option. I don't poo-poo anyone who does this. What I would poo-poo is that people that aren't able to cope and talk about their feelings and hold things really deep down inside, and you're doing more harm than good. And so if you're doing any type of, you could use anything. It doesn't have to be a medicinal plant. You could use food. You could be shopping. All those things that repress your feelings and emotions. That's the problem there. That is where you're hurting yourself because you're clogging your energy points in your body, and so you're blocking the flow. When you're going through pain and suffering, you block energy points because you're in pain. And so this is the perfect time when you're in pain is to have a release and to talk about your feelings, and have trusted people in your lives that are there for you to be able to just talk, and a non-judgment person, someone that just tell them you just need somebody to listen and not give an opinion as well. So this video is multifunctional because I've gone through, just like anybody else, we all go through our stuff. But when my parents died a year apart, I sat in mourning and suffering for a while, and I hurt myself while I was mourning. So while going through mourning, what I learned was that sitting on the couch, crying all the time, and not staying in your routine messes with you. get back into your routine and still cope with your feelings and pain, and don't numb yourself with food, shopping, um, even overdoing anything, things, everything in small doses. Not big pharma though. I mean, I guess we still have, people still do that, obviously, but if you could push away from that a little bit and go a different route, that would be much beneficial for yourself. So eventually, with my second mourning with my dad, when my dad passed, and it was a really hard one because he didn't die in a normal fashion. And so the pain was different. But from learning how I coped with my mom's death, I decided not to do it that way with my dad. I changed it up. So I started relifting my spirits about 2 weeks after my dad passed, because I wasn't about to sit for 6 months in pain and solitude. I gave myself about... My mom was a hard one. That was probably about 8 months of mourning. I mean, deep mourning. You still feel a sense of mourning, but my dad was about... the deep mourning was about 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I just got out of mourning with my mom, and I can't just sit in this again. So I got my ass up, and I started moving again. I started feeling again. I started opening the heart chakra again. I started repairing my root chakra, the base that supports my system. And with the root and the heart, it created a really beautiful symphony to pull my ass out of the mourning. I also looked at it in this aspect that it's just a realm that's above us. We have 3 realms that are above Earth. And so even though we can't see them because they're separated from something called a magnetic repulsion zone, that keeps us from being able to see the other realms and keeps us separate. I know they're there because I'm connected. And so I have conversations with, and I know this doesn't sound stupid because you guys do it too. And I'm not a crazy lady. Well, I'm crazy fun. But so my work, the work that I do, and I know this is a lengthy video, the work I do, which opens your energy points, creates a higher level of consciousness so you are able to connect with your loved ones as well. You all have this capability within you, and this wraps in also the mind, body, and soul, and how you take care of your health. If you sit in pain and suffering, your connection is dull. It's not as sharp. You're also subject yourself to negative coming into you. You're kind of like this open wound, open for, I'm just going to use this as an analogy, and it's really gross. Maggots. Your open wound for maggots to come in and feast off of you. So think of that. There's your visual. Real nice, right? But think of that now in an energetic sense. That's exactly what you are when you sit in pain and suffering. You are an open wound waiting for something to feast on your energy field. So I just wanted to put things in perspective with everything from last night and my own personal life. And I'm hoping this video, my goal is that it can connect with you guys, and you find something in this that you can relate to, and that you want to take steps to change your life because there's something better than what you're sitting in the muck. It's kind of like the lotus. The lotus is sitting in the muck, and as it reaches to the top, it blossoms into a beautiful, beautiful flower. And it reaches out all the way. Those kind of flowers, the lotus, it is a type of flower that just is open to all the energy fields and pulls it in. So I hope if you want to connect and would like to have a free consultation, please message me. I would love to work on your energy fields. If you need suggestions, I'm here. And you know, you're loved. We're all one. I see it as we're all one. And part of the way I go to is I work with the law of one. You know, it's taking care of yourself. This is part of self-love. This is about caring about you. And if you can't care for yourself, you can't care for others. And if you have children and you have a spouse, you need to be there for them. And you're not giving your best to them. You're not giving your best to yourself. And if you can't give your best to yourself, you're not going to be good for anyone else. So there you have it. Have a great Sunday. Have a fantastic week. And you are loved.